Everybody knows that I love adventure. I love building camper vans, building adventure vehicles, getting out there. I live in southern Ontario and there isn't huge adventure here, so you kind of just have to make it as you go and, you know, be grateful for what you have around you and really kind of just get out there and explore. My channel is about finding adventure, how to prepare and what to bring, and then also the reviews on some of that gear. I want to share that with people that, want to learn how to go on adventure and what to bring, especially when living in places that don't have mountains and oceans. And it's all about perspective. It's just perspective. We can use everything we have around us and just be grateful for it. For some of the people that know me, they know that I've been operating a family business in my hometown. And it's been a long go, and it's been a wonderful opportunity. My time has come where that's not my calling anymore. I feel to my degree I'd mastered that craft and that trade, and I felt as though I was wasting my existence. The industry itself was very toxic. People are always in an emergency and expecting you to jump when they wanted you to, and I hit my breaking point. And yay for me for hitting my breaking point, but hard on some of the people around me. My life's been flipped upside down in the last 2 weeks. I've left my family business. I've moved out of an apartment and building that I've been in like half my life. I've jumped out of the nest. It doesn't matter if you jump out of the nest and create your own at 18 or 50. It doesn't matter. It's your own journey, and there is no timeline. Time isn't linear. Fortunately, the change has happened. I've put my notice in, I've stepped away, and I'm working towards the new and better me. And part of that is the YouTube channel, and the other part of it is going back to coaching. 8 years ago, I went through a little bit of an awakening and really discovered that purpose and passion that resonated with me, and that was public speaking about personal development and health and wellness, and that led into coaching. Put a shit ton of money into myself and what I believe in, and that was educating myself on the coaching process and how to take people through that, whether it's around parts of their life, whether it was around health and wellness or their business or their spirituality. It was the conversations, it was the exchange of energy. I got off and got high off of just talking to people and helping people out and being that listening ear and that soundboard for friends and people around me. I've got a lot of friends that struggled with addictions. I've lost a best friend to addiction. I've suffered from addictions, and it's different for everybody, but everybody does have a monkey on their back. And it's just falling in love with yourself and admitting what that is or could be and what toxic behaviors are and where do I need to improve and show up better and how and who have I hurt in my past and what am I willing to do to make things better from my reality. When we learn we are the creators of our reality and what is happening out here is a direct reflection of what's happening in here and in here, you discover and learn that you can create whatever you want. When you start understanding or when you start believing that you've created that by intention and dedication and willpower and belief, and this comes into your life, it's not coincidence. This is not coincidence. You've created this, you know? That's where I get high off life. Talking to people about this stuff, helping people make these shifts and realizations within themselves, within their circles, and learning about masculine and feminine energy, how to just use everything that's available to our advantage. So stepping back into coaching, it's been a long journey of having an awakening and then taking 8 years to make the step forward. 8 years until I believed in myself that I could do it. It doesn't matter the time frame. A shift can happen in a second and a shift could happen in 8 years. As long as we're working towards that shift, it doesn't matter. It can happen like this, and it will, if you believe it will. For me, I let things get in my way. It suffered from some major shoulder injuries and surgeries and recovery, and going from being a fairly high caliber athlete in whatever I chose, motocross, snowboarding, fighting, highlining, I didn't know who I was anymore. When I didn't have that and I was in recovery, I lost my body and my form and my shape. The one thing I worked towards, because I thought that's what mattered, was how I looked, how I felt about how people thought about me, and how I physically performed, and how far I ran and how fast I ran. When I realized that none of that matters, and what matters is the small, important, valuable things in my daily life that really make my heart feel full. And that's going to be different for everybody. And I can only speak from my experience. But my experience is to share my experiences. My purpose and passion is to feel free and be in nature and connect with it, and to connect with myself, and to connect with the people around me, and to connect with people I don't even know on the other side of the world, that sharing my experiences and my wisdom and the things that I've spent time learning and absorbing and asking questions about and investing in myself and really exploring to the depth of my ability. I want to share everything just to kind of help anybody in any kind of situation. I'm choosing a new way of living and giving and sharing. I believe that I'm going to be okay. I believe I have something that's valuable to share, and it's not using my hands and my craft and skill. It's more of using my brain and my voice and my heart and energy to connect with people, to talk to people, talk to students. There's a lot to know out there, and we're never going to know all of it. Choose outrageous, extreme, wonderful, beautiful knowledge and wisdom. Say sorry to the people around me, and I say sorry to myself for forgetting to respect myself and what it is that I knew I needed to do. The only thing I can do is just commit from here forward, living from my heart and soul, and sharing and caring and supporting anybody who wants any kind of support. So it's been a rant. I hope that it all turns out in life and in this little video. There's so much to learn, and there's so much to share. And in such crazy times that we're in right now, we just gotta help each other. That's all we can do. Help ourselves, help the people around us, help Mother Nature, because the regular way of doing things is falling apart. Well, I'm here to just share with you. It's like, go deep. Fuck it. We live once here. It's beautiful even during the chaos. But if you're not following your heart right now, and you're not doing something that feels valuable to you, if you have a calling that you haven't answered yet, this is the time to make the change, I promise you. This is it. So do it. Whatever way you have to do it, just do it. Do it for yourself, and do it for the people that love you and the people that you love. Because if you don't, you're going to be unhappy and you're going to be on autopilot. It's like literally living in a time of chaos. I'm not going to live my daily life doing something I'm not happy about. If shit's going crazy right now in the world, well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of it. As long as we're having a good time, there's so much uncertainty to be caught up in punch in, punch out. I just hope out of this whole little rant that maybe there was like one thing that I said that you might resonate with. And even if that's learning about good gear and what to bring on adventure, or about how to control fucking substance. I've experienced a lot of good and bad, and not saying that you haven't either or we haven't either. Everyone has their own stories. It's just some people are willing to kind of share it to help. And that's how I feel. I just want to share the bullshit I'm going through just to hope that somebody else can start that journey. And that journey is going straight into the heart. That's it. Straight into the heart.